Good evening and welcome to the NewsHour Agenda. I'm Madhavdas Gopalkrishnan. Viewers, with less than 2 months remaining for Lok Sabha polls, the political discourse has touched a new low. Yesterday, India bloc leaders came together in Patna and launched a string of attacks on PM Modi. RJD chief Lalu Yadav hurled a personal attack on the Prime Minister, saying, "What can we do if PM Modi doesn't have a family?" He also raked up his mother's death to question PM Modi's Hindu credentials. But before we go into Lalu's attacks, let's listen to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's stinging reply to the India bloc. In Telangana's Adilabad, the Prime Minister asserted that the nation is his family and that he will dedicate his entire life to the people of the nation. He gave two slogans from the stage: "Mera Desh Mera Parivaar" and "Main Bhi Modi Ka Parivaar." These slogans have now become the BJP's focal point for the 2024 elections. With BJP leaders adding "Modi Ka Parivaar" to their social media bios, watch how the Prime Minister countered Lalu's attack.
मेरा जीवन खुली किताब जैसा है। एक सपना लेकर के बचपन में घर छोड़ा था, और जब मैंने अपना घर छोड़ा एक सपना लेकर के चला था कि मैं देशवासियों के लिए जीऊंगा। अब इन्होंने 2024 के चुनाव का अपना असली घोषणा पत्र निकाला है। मैं इनके परिवारवाद पर सवाल उठाता हूं तो इन लोगों ने अब बोलना शुरू कर दिया है कि मोदी का कोई परिवार नहीं है। मेरा भारत, मेरा परिवार। मेरा भारत, मेरा परिवार, यही भावनाओं का विस्तार लेकर के मैं सपनों को संकल्प के साथ सिद्ध करने के लिए आपके लिए जी रहा हूं, आपके लिए जूझ रहा हूं और आपके लिए जूझता रहूंगा। आज पूरा देश एक सुर में कह रहा है, मैं हूं मोदी का परिवार। मैं हूं मोदी का परिवार। आप भी मेरे साथ बोलिए, मैं हूं मोदी का परिवार। मैं हूं।
Let's now listen to Lalu Yadav's remarks at the Jan Vishwas Maha Rally in Patna yesterday, which drew a sharp response from the PM.
मोदी क्या है? मोदी कोई चीज है क्या? ये नरेंद्र मोदी आजकल परिवारवाद पर हमला कर रहे हैं। अरे भाई, तुम बताओ ना कि तुमको क्यों परिवार में कोई संतान नहीं तुमको हुआ, बताओ। तुम्हारे पास परिवार नहीं है, और तुम्हारी माताजी जब, और तुम हिंदू भी नहीं है, तुम्हारी माताजी का जब अवसान हो गया तो हर हिंदू अपने मां के शोक में केस दाढ़ी बनवाता है, दाढ़ी छिलवाता है। क्यों नहीं छिलवाया, बताओ?
India bloc leaders are unfazed by the Prime Minister's attack. Nikhil Jain is countering BJP's anti-Parivaarwad page by saying that BJP should accept votes from those who have families and that BJP shouldn't give tickets to those who have families. RJD on its part is accusing the BJP of being rattled by India, and the Congress too now is accusing BJP of deflecting from real issues.
देखिए, परिवार में बहस बीजेपी को इसलिए नहीं करनी चाहिए। बीजेपी संकल्प ले कि किसी भी परिवार वाले को टिकट नहीं देगी और किसी भी परिवार वाले से वो वोट नहीं मांगेंगे।
This is shocking. They are so selfish. He's obsessed with himself. Why don't they change their bio and say किसान का परिवार, जवान का परिवार? हिम्मत है, करिए, करके दिखाइए। ये इतना सेल्फिशनेस और इतना ऑब्सेशन अपने, अरे मेरे पर हमला हो गया, मेरे से सवाल पूछ लिया, क्यों आप राजनीति में क्या चुईमुई बनने के लिए आए हैं? ऑफ कोर्स आपसे सवाल पूछे जाएंगे।
जब परिवारवाद पर कल आदरणीय लालू प्रसाद जी ने आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को आईना दिखाया तो अब उनको जवाब नहीं मिल रहा है। वो कह रहे हैं पूरा देश उनका परिवार है। अरे पूरा देश तो लालू जी का भी परिवार है।
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
All right, let's take this across to our guest. Joining us now, we have Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP. With us also is Subrashta, author and founder of The Churn. Nikhil Jain, political consultant, is with us. Also with us is Professor Anwar Pasha, spokesperson of the RJD. Ghanshyam Tiwari, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, continues to be with us as well. Let me go first and foremost to Professor Anwar Pasha. Professor Anwar Pasha, the question that is being asked over here by the BJP is that why reduced politics to this level? You're questioning the religious credentials. You're questioning the family members about whether a person has children or not. Is that really relevant to this debate?
The fact is that BJP is traumatized after seeing the response of people in yesterday's rally in Patna. BJP is traumatized after the response that has been given by the youth of Bihar to the Jan Vishwas rally of Shri Tejasvi Yadav ji. All these things are very disturbing for BJP. That's why they are trying to create some kind of impression that the Honorable Prime Minister is being attacked. This is nothing but a victim card that is being played by BJP out of context. We have been raising the issues of masses, issues of the people of this country, and the main issue is employment. Youth are desperate. Their dreams are shattered. They are looking for employment, and central government is not in a position to offer employment to them. As promised by our Honorable Prime Minister, that in 2014 itself.
No, but that's the point. That is the point many are raising. Issues such as employment, if you have issues of inflation, of governance, all that is fine. The point is, why launch personal attacks on the Prime Minister is a question that many are asking.
And what about the personal attacks on Lalu Prasad Yadav ji for the last 20 years by the BJP? On Shri Lalu Prasad Yadav ji and on his family, for their children, for his children as well? Have you forgotten those attacks? Those personal attacks on Shrimati Sonia Gandhi ji? All these things are just being created because BJP has no answer to the people's question. People are asking.
You're diverting from the key issue, Sanju Verma. All right, you put that question across to the BJP. Let the BJP national spokesperson respond. Sanju Verma, this is not the first time that a personal attack has happened. There have been attacks on Sonia Gandhi, on Lalu Prasad Yadav, on his family members also coming in from the BJP.
You know, Madhav, first things first, I completely condemn the abhorrent and the despicable language used by Lalu Prasad Yadav for a man who's not just an accused, but who's a convict in the fodder scam. He's been convicted for embezzling money from the Doranda, Dumka and Chaibasa treasuries. For him to be sitting and doling out integrity certificates to Narendra Modi is a bit too rich. You know, it is certainly tragic. And why I find it funny is because it is the dot alliance which completely stands in shambles today. They say, oh, Narendra Modi डर गए हमसे, हम 27-28 पार्टी एक साथ आ गए हैं, इनको पता है मोदी जी को 2024 का चुनाव ये हारेंगे. Excuse me, you told me what is our track record. I will tell you in 20 seconds what Narendra Modi's track record is. This is the same Modi government that has built over 12 crore toilets in the last 10 years. It is the same Prime Minister Modi under whose leadership more than 4 crore houses have been built under the PM Awas Yojana. This is the same Prime Minister Modi under whose stellar leadership we have given 43 crore loans to the marginalized under the Mudra Yojana, of which more than 30 crore loans are to Dalit and Adivasi women. This is the same Prime Minister Narendra Modi under whose astute leadership more than 52 crore Jan Dhan bank accounts have been opened, of which 74% belong to Dalit and Adivasi women. This is the same Narendra Modi, thanks to whom more than 13 crore houses today have access to clean, portable drinking water. And this is the same Narendra Modi under whose able leadership 26 crore Ayushman cards have been issued to the poorest of the poor. And this is the same Narendra Modi under whose aegis we have more than 9,800 Jan Dhan Aushadhi Kendras, where medicines are available at 75 to 95% cheaper vis-a-vis market prices. So for you to sit here and give me a bhashan कि नरेंद्र मोदी ने किया क्या है, जरा पढ़ लिख कर डिबेट पर आया कीजिए और लालू यादव को कहिए if he is out on bail on grounds of poor health, he should not engage in this kind of
Professor Pasha.
feeling loose talk.
Professor Pasha.
Which certainly does nothing to his credibility or whatever is left of it.
It is the same BJP and our Honorable Prime Minister who has failed to solve the problem of unemployment of the youth. The youth today, the youth of the country, they are I think just helpless. They are
one by one, please. One by one.
They are.
You can respond to Sanju Verma. Quickly make your point, Mr. Pasha.
They have no future. BJP has not solved the problem of even price rise. What about the problems of farmers? Farmers are dying. Youth are they are committing suicide. Students are committing suicide. 80 crore families of the country are just being survived on 5 kg ration given by the government just on the taxpayers' cost. So these are the
one by one,
achievements of the
Sanju Verma,
government.
you can respond to him. Let him complete his point. Yeah.
They are not in a position to answer to the people after the misrule of 10 years. People are rejecting BJP.
10 years of misrule. Again, coming back to issues of governance, 10 years of misrule, and this is all a diversity tactic. Quick response, please, Sanju, then I go across to others. Yeah.
Madhav, this man from the RJD, I don't get his name, he's been peddling this falsehood that, jobs nahi hai. To abhi dhyan se suniye. Just if you look at the EPFO and ESIC data, 28 lakh subscribers have been added every single month, which means every year 3.36 crore subscribers, which means in the last 10 years 33.6 crore subscribers. Round that off to 34 crore subscribers, and if you assume that only 63% of this 34 crore subscribers are fresh new subscribers, even then it means that in the last 10 years Modi government has created 21.42 crore new jobs. Basic simple arithmetic.
Okay, let me come in now. Let me bring in. Allow me to come in now, please. Let me come in. The other panelists have not yet spoken. I'm going to go across to Ghanshyam now. Ghanshyam, many are comparing this with what happened in 2014, what happened in 2019. There was a slogan of Chai Wala. There was a statement related to Chaukidar Chor Hai, and many believe that those slogans backfired. There were similar sort of moves even on social media, etc. And with this campaign of Hum Hai Modi Ka Parivaar, has the entire debate kind of boomeranged for the opposition parties, perhaps inadvertently or perhaps through strategy, I don't know. How do you look at it, Ghanshyam?
Good evening, Madhav, to you, the viewers and fellow co-panelists. Chaukidar Chor Hai or Chaukidar Hoshiar Hai, when the SBI puts out the data of electoral bonds, we will know. But what is SBI saying to Supreme Court? Give us time till the election results are over. So the people already, when they read the headlines tomorrow in the newspapers, they will know based on the SBI request, Chaukidar Chor Hai or Chaukidar Hoshiar Hai. Coming to this, I must say that Lalu Yadav ji ने ये मोदी जी के साथ ठीक किया. जो पार्टी लगातार साम दाम दंड भेद CBI, ED, ग्रीड 50 खोखे हर तरीके से लोगों की पार्टियां बदलवा रही थी, MPs MLAs की पार्टियां बदलवा रही थी. लालू जी के एक बयान से पार्टी का हर कोई आदमी अपना परिवार छोड़ करके मोदी जी का परिवार कह रहा है. ब्रजभूषण शरण सिंह ने कह दिया मोदी जी का परिवार, पवन सिंह कह रहे हैं मोदी जी का परिवार, रवि किशन मोदी जी का परिवार, वो IIT BHU के जो रेपिस्ट हैं वो भी मोदी जी का परिवार, जो बेटी बचाओ मॉडल को गुजरात में रेपिस्ट बचाओ मॉडल बनाया गया वही मोदी जी का परिवार. मोदी जी का परिवार से इस देश में बेटियों को डर लगता है, इसलिए ये सरकार जाने वाली है. लालू जी हैज एक्सपोज्ड द फेक narrative of Prime Minister Modi, and it is for BJP, no matter how many somersaults they do by saying maybe Modi ji ka parivar, every time they do it, whether it is Mehul Choksey, whether it is Nirav Modi, whether it is Vijay Mallya, whether it is the 14,56,000 to 222 crores that has been written off by this government, or whether it is 10,000 crores that BJP has collected through donations, all this is Modi ji ka parivar. They are going to be exposed. The more BJP exposes Lalu Yadav's comment, the more it will boomerang on them.
Okay. Subrashta, would you like to respond to that?
Madhav, a couple of responses. I don't have any issues with the opposition raising issues of policy and trying to counter either the Prime Minister or the Prime Minister's team or the Bharatiya Janata Party for whatever policy perspectives they have. But if they go personal, then they should also expect personal attacks on them. Lalu Prasad raised the issue of Mr. Modi not tonsuring his head and everything. A counter question can be asked about his son, who immediately after his uncle's death was roaming all around the state without, performing those Hindu rituals. How low level can we go in these debates, Madhav? I don't even want to get into the liberal narrative because these guys are a bunch of illiberal, uncouth people who have nothing to offer to the Indian electorate and Indian, political scene than such cheap remarks. But which is why I said I don't want to get into that whole liberal conversation on every individual should have their own individual self and their own spiritual journey and all of that. I don't want to get into it.
All right.
My problem is very simple. Somebody on your Anwar Prasad Yadav has been single-handedly attacked for corruption charges against him. He is accused, and in fact, he has been jailed for pretty serious charges of corruption, a fodder scam. Have we forgotten? Why are we pulling Lalu Prasad Yadav for? Please tell me one scam that has happened under Mr. Modi, and the opposition has hit the grounds for that and brought down the government for that.
Okay.
Please understand there's a context. Ghanshyam Tiwari ji comes from Bihar. He has served in the JDU also at some point in time. He knows the political history of Bihar more than anybody else. I don't think anybody from our generation, including Ghanshyam ji's generation, can say that Lalu Prasad Yadav's reign in Bihar was a brilliant one.
Yeah.
People had to flee the state. How can we completely erase history? How can we completely have this amnesia around recent political events?
Okay. I want Ghanshyam to comment on this because you've taken his name as well. Ghanshyam, do you stand by Akhilesh Yadav who says that BJP should first take a pledge about not having their family or not giving tickets to members of one family and not seek votes from a family, A, and B, when it comes to the statement of the Prime Minister, he has said we are coming down on corruption, that the India alliance is one essentially of appeasement, corruption and nepotism, and that's where the Prime Minister is coming from, is what Subrashta is also saying. Your response to these 2 points?
195 candidates. Half a dozen came from families. Mr. KP Singh, Kripa Shankar Singh, KS Singh, and Madhu Koda's family. They are not people who have won gallantry medals for India, accused by the same government of corruption. Again, look, I want to tell your viewers, read the newspapers carefully tomorrow. चौकीदार चोर है या चौकीदार होशियार है आपको पता चल जाएगा अगर एसबीआई सुप्रीम कोर्ट से कह रही है कि इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड्स के आंकड़े सामने रखेगी क्या नहीं रखेगी. Can anybody on this panel say that where does the 10,122 crores that BJP received in between 2016 to 2022 came from? Just 1 crore of it where it comes from? Can official spokesperson of BJP say? How can a political party, so-called political party, जहाँ पे प्रधानमंत्री का सबसे आलीशान जीवन है, how can that political party get 10,000 crores in a country where farmers are hitting on the streets, losing their eyesight, being
well, we'll have to wait for what the Supreme Court has to say on that, certainly. But let's Sanju Verma, since you've specifically taken her name, Sanju Verma, please respond.
Madhav, I'm surprised that Ghanshyam has the audacity to ask BJP questions on electoral bonds. I wouldn't be surprised if he showed a decent amount of gumption to even question their dot alliance partner Aam Aadmi Party. As recently as 13th February 2024, barely a few weeks back, the Supreme Court, no less than CJI Chandrachud, castigated in no uncertain terms the Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal for actually encroaching on land which belongs to the Delhi High Court. And CJI Chandrachud, what was his exact term? He told Abhishek Manu Singhvi, who was representing the Aam Aadmi Party, that you are asking us to declare illegal land as legal for your client, which we cannot do. I can't remember in the last 10-20 years that a party from the opposition, has actually been castigated for encroaching on land that belongs to the High Court. It couldn't get weirder and more absurd than this. But be that as it may, I want to ask Ghanshyam, if everything is so wrong in the Modi government, आप कहते हो किसानों के लिए कुछ नहीं किया, महिलाओं के लिए कुछ नहीं किया, नौजवानों के लिए कुछ नहीं किया, why is it that despite increasing your vote share by 10.24% in the UP Assembly polls in 2022, Ghanshyam Tiwari, and despite your bombastic rhetoric, then I remember saying, अरे योगी आदित्यनाथ का तो सुपड़ा साफ हो जाएगा. You were curtailed at only 111 seats. And for the first time in 39 years, the sitting incumbent chief minister, Yogi Adityanath in this case, and the sitting party, BJP in this case, romped home to victory.
Quick response, Ghanshyam. Quick response, please. We are running out of time on this debate. Quick response from Ghanshyam and then I go across to Nikhil. Yeah.
For the third time, I repeat, for the viewers, look at the headlines tomorrow. If SBI says that it cannot furnish the details of electoral bonds, इसका मतलब आपको सोचना है कि चौकीदार चोर है.
Okay, you made that point, Ghanshyam. Let's not repeat the same thing again and again. You've made that point twice. We've not answered her question, and therefore I want to go across to Nikhil Jain. Nikhil Jain, all of this is happening on a day when the BJP says that the opposition has lost touch with reality. And today we saw a letter written by Mr. Arjun Modwadia, where he has specifically said that, you know, he has differed with the party on issues such as the Ram Mandir Pran Pratishtha. And if senior leaders like that, somebody who's been a state president and other top leaders also are quitting the party, perhaps those issues also need to be reflected upon. Nikhil?
See, Madhav, in a political party that has democracy, obviously there will be internal differences between different leaders and different people in the party, and they will be voiced. Unlike the BJP, where the writ and reign and the word and everything of the two people, Modi and Amit Shah, reign supreme. So I don't think that is a problem, that in a political party, in a democratic country, people are differing with each other. However, what I would like to point out to your viewers is that when
sir, they are leaving the party. Isn't that a matter of concern?
For opportunistic greener pastures into the BJP, and the BJP is accepting people like them with open arms, people who are leaving with open arms, the same very people against whom the BJP has been making jibes of corruption and this and that. Ashok Chavan, the Prime Minister, called him the most corrupt politician in the country, who was stealing flats from the widows of martyrs. Where is he now? Now he's in the BJP.
Let him make his point. Yeah, let him make his point. We can get a response. One by one, please. One by one. Yeah.
He was the Congress.
Sanju, let him speak. Let him speak. You can respond.
BJP, ये परिवार मेरा 140 crore मेरा परिवार है, and this and that. This is all just jumlas of the Pradhan Mantri. Pradhan Mantri is not against Parivarvad, because we have seen in the recent ticket distribution how many political dynasts and royalties have gotten tickets. It is not against he's not against Parivarvad. He is against Parivar. Time and again he's told the people of the country कि मेरा तो कोई परिवार ही नहीं है, इसलिए मैं चोरी नहीं करूंगा, इनके तो बच्चे हैं. As if having a family is a problem, as if everybody who is a parent or everybody who has a son or a daughter is a corrupt man, and that is why Lalu Prasad Yadav has to make a statement like that.
You made your point. Ghanshyam made it earlier as well. I want Sanju and Subhrasha to come in on this point. It is not like Parivar or family members have not been given tickets within the BJP. This is a point coming up repeatedly. Please respond to that specific point, Sanju Verma.
You know, Madhav, the Prime Minister has himself said this, and Amit Shah has also said this in response to a question from your colleague Navika at one of the Times functions at a public platform, that if Rajnath Singh's son, Pankaj Singh, fights from Noida and wins an election, that is not Parivarvad. But if I say कि JP नड्डा के बेटे कल बीजेपी के अध्यक्ष बनेंगे, JP नड्डा के बेटे भी परसों अध्यक्ष बनेंगे, then that is Parivarvad. And now let me finish. If Sushma Swaraj's daughter Bhansri Swaraj, who is an advocate in the Supreme Court, now why are you going to open him up?
Okay, one by one. Nikhil, just as I asked Sanju not to intervene when you were speaking, please allow the same courtesy. Yeah.
If Sushma Swaraj's daughter, who's a bona fide Supreme Court advocate and has merit on her side, is given the New Delhi constituency to fight 2024 Lok Sabha elections, that is not Parivarvad. But yadi 1998 say, almost till 2022, when it was Mallikarjun Kharge who became the Congress Adhyaksh, for more than 2 decades, barring a brief time when Rahul Gandhi was the Congress Adhyaksh, Sonia Gandhi with no merit was declared the uncrowned queen who will
all right, Sanju, completely out of time on this particular debate, completely out of time. We will have to call it a wrap here, because we have yet another debate. I'd like to thank all our panelists for joining us, particularly Subhrasha, as well as Professor Anwar Pasha. Nikhil Jain continues with us, as does Sanju Verma, for debate number 2. I'd like to thank Ghanshyam Tiwari for joining us as well.